of time and we're going to practice and I'm going to try to bullshit answers for you. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, you asked me, what do you do to stay motivated?
What do you do to stay motivated?
Hold on, I take back what I said before. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'll try to give you the best answer I can give you. Okay, all right.
Uh-huh.
How do I stay motivated? How do I stay motivated? Okay, without like my story here is that I have been supporting myself for a good 25 years now, right? Since I've been 13 years old. I have had to budget $10 for a week's worth of food, right? So you asked me this question about how I stay motivated. It's going to be where I have to take care of everything that I need to take care of and do it very well and much better and faster than anybody around me. And I'm happy doing this because it's easy and it's fun and it's exciting for me, right? The other stuff would be I stay motivated because I have people who depend on me, right? And so I can't let them down, and that makes it easy to stay motivated because in all honesty, I believe that motivation is an emotion, right? And discipline and consistency, those are the things that make people strong when the emotion runs away. Right. Okay. 3, go.
Sorry, my turn.
Oh, you got to ask me 3. You're the interviewer.
Oh, sorry.
I'm the
Sorry.
interviewee.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, how do you build relationships?
This one, it makes me think of what Jack Ma said before, right? He said that in your 20s, you're supposed to be a good student, right? So that's where you learn what you can from your peers and at school. In your 30s, you find a really good boss, right? A small company and a big boss where you can, or a small company and a really smart boss who can teach you many different things about running a small organization. In your 40s, it's where you have to take time to focus on your talents, right? Focus on building your skill. And then in your 50s, you're supposed to be focusing on developing people, right? So to answer your question, how do I build relationships? I want to skip all of that stuff, right? And I think that developing people is one of the best ways to build relationships because, right, that's the whole point. It's all about being happy and chill with each other, but then also wanting the same thing, which is to be better, right? Okay, next.
Uh, why do you want to work for Facebook?
Well, I believe that Facebook, you guys had like about 1 billion users in 2013, and you're on track for about 2.9 billion users as of 2020. And that's just a linear progression of a graph. And so it's definitely one of the most influential companies in the world right now. And I think being able to work on massive projects that launch simultaneously internationally is just really exciting for me.
Uh, what is the biggest compliment you have received in your current role?
Paul, you have uncanny foresight.
Huh? Sorry.
Paul, you have uncanny foresight, right? Paul, you have uncanny foresight. Canny foresight. I think no, I don't. Mm, these are not the exact words that the compliment is. Somebody just told me that you have a good look at the future, right? But if somebody told me this compliment, I think it would be great if they said, Paul, you have uncanny foresight, right? Which means that you have a very strong ability to predict what's going to happen.
Mm.
Okay. 6.
What would be your biggest challenge coming into this role?
Learning how to code because I don't know how to code. 7.
Tell me about you. Tell me about a time that you had a disagreement with your manager. Describe the personality of a manager who you never want to work for.
Well, I haven't had many disagreements with managers, but I can only really think about one. It's going to be where I asked him about one of my coworkers, and my coworker had told me that she quit. And no, my coworker told me that she had gotten fired, and then my manager told me that she quit. And so I just, like I told him like, oh, she's my friend, and we talk, right? And so I was just wondering if she got fired or if she actually quit, and that led to a little bit of a disagreement. And what I learned from this is that I try to be a very honest person, and I don't like it when people say one thing and mean another thing. However, I also know that it's important to be balanced and professional, right? And so to summarize, it's that I prefer people to be direct and professional about what they mean and want, and respect the truth.
Uh, what
All
are
right.
Facebook challenge? What are Facebook challenges in the coming years?
More hard statistical data that says that Facebook is a detriment to society, right? It's that social media and the way that it's built up in this advertising platform makes it so that people are addicted to these platforms, right? And so I think the biggest challenge of Facebook in the coming years is going to be how to remain a good company, but
Mm.
still be profitable.
And the next one, what would an old coworker say about you?
All right. I would say an old coworker, what would they say about me? They would say that he's passionate, he's responsible, he's energetic, um, and he works really hard, right? And that's where you just think of adjectives that describe. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Cool. All right. Last one.
Uh, are there any duties you absolutely hate doing?
For that one, I'll answer with the Agile Manifesto. Right. It's where in the work of developing software, we have come to learn and value, and through teaching others to do it. Um, We value customer interaction, customer collaboration over comprehensive documentation. We value functioning software over contract negotiation, right? There are some other points I'd have to remember and read it again. But the basic thing here is that if the duty is something that just needs to be done, but it doesn't have any real true impact, then I don't really like doing it, right? If the duty has a real effect on this world, then I absolutely enjoy doing it. But if it is something that is like organizing folders of an email inbox or creating the best kind of report, then that's just not the job for me. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Cool. So that was the recording, right? That was the recording. I'll